What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this time we're going to be taking a look at the monthly totals for our boy DSP, both his gaming channel and his React channel. We do this every month. We essentially just take a look at his views, compare it month over month for the previous months, and we also take a look at his monthly totals around tips and super chats. Now, we know that last month was a low watermark for Phil. He essentially hit rock bottom regarding views and support. And spoiler alert, the trend continues. This month was very bad for Phil. And we'll take a look at his numbers. We'll get his view count numbers from Social Blade, which I always say is a good site for viewer count, for view counts. They do that well. All the other stuff is pretty crappy, but if you want to know how a channel is doing around views, it's the best place to go. So what I did was I went out to Social Blade and typed in DSP Gaming and DSP React, and then they have a section down here where you can look at their monthly totals. And yeah, since it's the end of the month or the day after, you can see their numbers. So they give it to you in a graph form. I essentially just went into both channels and just pulled the numbers down. So I have that. I pulled it in the spreadsheet. It's just easier to see it that way. So let me bring that up. So here are the numbers. All right. So as we can see here for DSP Gaming, for his channel, this is what he's pulled in the last few months. So let's go back to let's see, we have August, July, June, and May. So in May, Phil pulled in 597,000 views on DSP Gaming, and then on DSP React he pulled in 90,000 for a total of 687,000 views. I mean, those were numbers he was pulling in when he just had DSP Gaming. So this kind of proves my point that I've been saying since the very beginning, is that DSP React is essentially just it's taking views away from DSP Gaming. He's not adding additional viewers to his channel or views or eyes on it. He's essentially getting the same people that watch DSP Gaming to watch DSP Reacts. That's all it is. You would see a bump in views if there was interest in both channels. But it's not. It's just a subset of the same people that watch DSP Gaming and not anyone else. So let's jump to June, and in June he had even a sharper decline. So for DSP Gaming, he pulled in 580,000 views, and then in DSP React he only pulled in 68,000 for a grand total of 648,000 views. That's a drop of 40,000 views. Mind you, let's not forget that Phil has over 70,000 videos on his channel. And you would think with someone with that many videos that, you know, someone in YouTube, someone out there is watching old playthroughs. We know that his current videos are doing garbage. He's lucky if he gets a couple hundred views per video. So yeah, it's very staggering when someone that has over 200,000 subscribers and can only pull these kind of numbers. It doesn't bode well for Phil. So in June, he hit a low of 648,000. Now in July, I think was initially the worst month. So in July, he pulled in 542,000 views for DSP Gaming, which is a big drop. And then for DSP React, he pulled in 65,000. So he hit an all-time low of 607,000 views. Again, this is 70,000 videos, 200,000 plus subscribers. And these are the numbers he can pull. That's it. And it doesn't seem like it's getting any better whatsoever. So, of course, we were waiting until the August numbers were published, and they were. So we have the August numbers. For DSP Gaming, he pulled in 540,000 views. So again, he dipped 2,000 views from DSP Gaming from the previous month. And then for DSP Reacts, he pulled in 68,000. So he got a slight bump, an increase of 3,000 for a grand total of 608,000 views. So 1,000 more views in views versus the prior month. That's it. Is it 1,000? Well, actually, no, it's not even 1,000. My apologies. It's what is it? 608. I'm sorry, your boy Duty's getting a brain fart here. Is it 100 or 1,000? Hold on one second. A 1,000. I'm sorry, your boy Duty. Buggy math mechanic in his brain. So my apologies. So yeah, so he pulled in 608,000 views. That's garbage. That's utter garbage. And of course, your boy Duty doesn't like to brag, but you compare those numbers to a channel like mine. I only have a fraction of his viewership, of his membership. I have 12,500 subs, and I'm pulling in 1.4 million views on one channel using Phil's content. So something is wrong here. Something's wrong, and well, we know what it is. It's Phil. He's the problem. His obnoxious, his abrasiveness, and people just despise him. And no matter how much he tries to claim he changes, we have incidents. We have incidences like the other day where he called us circle grouping, Israelites. I'll just say it like that. And of course, he tried cleaning that up, but the damage is already done. Okay, so those are views. So yeah, it looks like he's spiraling. Again, the last time he even remotely pulled in 1 million views was in 2000. In 2000, I think it was in July of 2000. That was the last time. Other than that, he's been sub 1 million views monthly, and he's has a steady decline. 2022, I think he pulled in roughly about 750,000 per month. And now he's in the vicinity of 600,000, and I expect that to even decrease more next year. Okay, so yeah, so it goes to show here the numbers that Phil's channel is struggling, and the DSP Reacts, of course, like I've stated, is siphoning support away from DSP Gaming. It just is. You can see it in the view counts, and he's not seeing a bump. And you would think someone with 2 channels would see an increase in views, and it doesn't correlate. So, okay. So the next thing I want to take a look at are the monthly totals. Let's see where that is at. Okay. Okay, here. So you guys know I did the monthly totals. I did the weekly totals for the work week yesterday, but what I did was I compiled all of the tips and super chats for the month, and here's a breakdown of what we have here. So as you can see, April 2023, Phil pulled in $4,650. Of course, these are tips and super chats for both DSP Reacts and DSP Gaming. So $4,658, which is low. He usually averages anywhere between $5,000 and $6,000 a month. In May, he saw an increase. He got $6,879, and of course, that was due in part to the special event that pulled in $1,300. If it wasn't for that, he would be in the $5,000 range. In June, he made $5,765. That was more attributed to Street Fighter and Jack Rackster. Excuse me, not Jack Rackster, Game Trekker. And then in July, we saw a big dip. In July, he made $4,007. Now that's, again, I think when I reported this out last month, I had it a little bit lower, but these numbers right here kind of include everything. It includes the actual tip amounts and not simply just when Phil rounds down or rounds up. So he made $4,007 last month, which is a significant drop. You're talking about nearly $1,700 from the previous month. And of course, these are tips, super chats for both DSP Gaming and DSP Reacts. Okay, now this is the number we wanted to look at, August. Wow. $3,386 in August. Wow. That's horrible, Phil. I mean, for most people, that's great. I mean, if you were streaming making $3,386 as a streamer, even part-time, that's great. That's awesome. But someone that does this full-time, puts all his baskets, puts all his eggs into one basket, has no secondary income, has no passive income, essentially relies on the charity of others. This is terrible. And we all know that Phil has big bills. He has some big bills. This man pays almost 90 bills a month. So yeah, $3,386 is just not gonna cut it, folks. This is peanut butter and jelly sandwich territory for Phil. Fuck that ham sandwich stuff. No, I'm sorry. He's not gonna be able to afford ham sandwiches. He's gonna have to relegate himself to PB&Js. And the funny thing is that he went and wasted almost $2,300 in the last 2 weeks playing WWE Champions. He wasted $1,300 last week and then $900 on his day off. I don't understand this guy. And of course, that alludes to people speculating, oh, did he refinance? Does he have a credit card? What can it be? I don't think it's that. I just simply think he took his YouTube check and whatever tip money that he received for the last week and just wasted it on WWE Champions. So yeah, so those are the numbers, folks. August was a terrible month for Phil. Terrible. $3,386 is just bad. And then with the viewership of 608,000 views for 2 channels is just garbage. So he may see a bump in his numbers for September, October, November. But to be honest, there's 2 releases coming out for September? StarField and Mortal Kombat. And we already know he's not really going to play Mortal Kombat like that. And StarField, I think, is going to be one of those things where the interest initially is going to be good, but it's going to dwindle once Phil walks around and treats it like a walking simulator, which he will. By the way, I played StarField yesterday, and Chef's Kiss, it runs beautiful. It runs. I tried it on the Xbox Series X. It's running at 30 FPS, which isn't too bad. It's not bad at all. And then I ran it on my PC, and I got it to hit. It averages about 55 to 60 FPS mostly. It doesn't dip below 55, but it runs good and it looks beautiful. So if you're going to play, definitely play it on PC. So yeah, so that's it, folks. I hope you enjoy the video and the numbers. I'm not one to think that end arc is close, but if Phil keeps going this route, he may have to get a full-time job. He may have to get a job because these numbers just don't support his lifestyle. He's going to hit a wall one day, and there's going to be no backing out of it. There's going to be no amount of lies. There's going to be no one to support him. There's going to be no credit for him to back himself out of this. And mommy and daddy, I don't know if they're going to be able to bail Phil out. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.